back to the channel. Sorry, I'm laughing at something Simon just said.
What?
Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I am Katie, this is Simon.
Hello.
We're a family of 6 from North Wales, so I thought I will... Firstly, we're doing a Q&A. So, if you are new, we're a family of 6, so there, like I said, there's me and Simon. We have got Jack, who is 9, nearly 10.
Is it? I'm sitting on it somewhere.
Ellie, who is 8, Kai, who is 4, and Lily, who is 6 months old. And we have 2 cats called Ben and Jerry.
Yeah.
So that's an introduction of ourselves if you are new to the channel. So we hit 1,000 subscribers. I think it was the beginning of the month or something like that.
I don't know, it's been one of those months.
Yeah. I put on the community post and also in the some of the videos if you wanted any questions asked. And look, we've had loads of questions altogether. We've had 12 questions.
Right, it wasn't 12 anymore.
Yeah, we had 12 questions. 12 questions we've had.
Well, I've given you about 20 that you said you weren't going to ask. Answer.
Well. Oh. So, I'm not going to tell you who's... I've just wrote all the questions down.
Well, I've not seen them yet.
Simon hasn't saw them because I didn't know when he was out this morning. So we should just get... And I have to admit, the kids were asleep.
So let's get it quick before they wake up.
Right. So the first question is... Some of the questions I've put together because they were the same thing.
If you could hear a beat and a noise in the background, it's the baby monitor.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So some of the questions I've sort of put together because it's like in the same relevance. So, number 1. Do you ever get to go out together, like e.g. meal or cinema, and when was the last time? Should we say it together? 1, 2... Never.
Hang on, the last film we saw at the cinema was Fault in the Stars, was it?
No.
Or was it The Theory of Everything?
It was a Marvel one, and it was before we moved here.
Oh, was that just... That would have been... Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Last time we went out for a meal on, say, a night... When was it? So...
Nanny Jan was there.
Yeah, your nan come up. We went to the... Was it the Gladys we went to?
That would have been... It wasn't last year.
The year before,
It was the year before.
So, it's very rare we go out.
So it's been about 7 years since we went to the cinema.
Yeah. But we are going out to drum roll. My mum is coming up in May for your birthday and we're going. They'll be watching, so we're going out with her friends, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you might have saw her on one of the day in the lives. That's our friend. So we're going out then for your birthday, aren't we? My mum's coming up to watch the kids. She's coming up anyway, but she's going to watch the kids on that night, isn't she?
Well, that reminds me. Hello, Kai Who. Kai said I got to say hello.
Okay. So that's was... Well, we never get to go out, do we? If we do go out, it's more in the day, isn't it?
Well, we've got a twin problem, haven't we? We've got a lot of children.
Oh, we have no family.
We have no... Well,
we have family, but they don't...
We have no family living close. And you try finding babysitters who deal with special needs children. Yeah. Even if you trust them with the children, they just don't seem to exist.
Right. Number 2?
Yeah.
Are you planning a family holiday? Yes.
We are this year.
We are.
We did last year.
We're going away... Well, I won't tell you the exact date. We're going away the end of March, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is for Simon's 40th because he's 40 in May, but we're going in...
I'm not.
We're going... Should we tell them where we're going?
I'm 20 again.
Should we tell them where we're going or should we make it a surprise?
Well, you could tell them where I'm going. I've forgotten where we're going. I know
we're just
geographically where we're going.
So we're going at the end of March. So we're going for Simon's birthday. And if I'm being perfectly honest, it's much cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because May is when it gets to the high season, so we're still doing a budget and trying to. So we're going to Scotland, aren't we, for a week, and it's in the lodge, in the woods, and it's got a hot tub. This is what I had. He went, I want to go to Scotland, I want a lodge, and I want a hot tub.
No, the lodge was optional. I just wanted Scotland and a hot tub.
Yeah, so that's
I've never had a holiday with a hot tub.
So we're going there. What we're really looking forward to it.
I want to see you in the hot tub.
Oh, God. It is a family. It is a family channel, dear.
Yes. Just because you've got a dirty one,
oh,
doesn't it?
Whatever. But that's where we're going. We haven't got anything else planned this year at all. So, this is quite nice.
We have booked a holiday 4 times to go to the south of France by car, and every time something happens.
We are thinking next year because I'm 40 next year. I was hovering and hovering. I was talking to my friend. I didn't have to have a party or to go away, but we're thinking of.
But we're not booking it because I booked it the first time to go to the south of France for 2 weeks in 2020, and we know what happened.
COVID.
2021.
COVID.
We had another holiday booked for 2023.
And we had to cancel because I was pregnant. Because it was the same date I was.
No, 2024 was cancelled because of pregnancy. 2023, I can't remember why we cancelled, but it had to.
2024's now. We didn't book anything actually. But.
Alright, I'm losing track of the years, so.
But we are looking. I would love to fly. But it's really hard with, especially Jack and Ellie, more Jack, how he would be.
He's been on a plane before.
He was 1-year-old, dear.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
He wasn't. He was 11 months, how many days?
But we'll see what happens. So, the next one, this is really nice. How are you, Bob?
Broken.
So, it's been like a stressful. Last year was stressful. Stressful, hasn't it?
No, you mean the year we've been together when it hasn't been stressful.
But we just plod along and we're doing okay. I'm very low. I think I talked about it in the day in the life. Very low. I feel depressed, a bit anxious. I'm thinking of my dad a lot at the minute, aren't I? Worried about Si. I go away worried about me for.
Why are you worried about that?
What about the kids? Just everything. So we're doing okay.
I'd like to have the energy to actually get anything done.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll get your
I feel like the Duracell bunny after this had its battery taken out.
Hopefully we'll get your test results soon, won't we? Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next one. What inspired you to post on YouTube?
Right, this is a you question.
Well, I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've said it for a long time. I'll do YouTube. Always wanted to it, and I was looking into either doing a family channel, that kind of thing, or to do like plus size clothing and stuff like that. And we looked at all the options, and we wanted to sort of make the memories, didn't we? Then.
Oh, come on! Your first ever video was Forever Living.
But we decided on a family one because we thought memories of what we get up with the kids. Nothing else.
What do you mean?
Simon thinks it's my channel, but it's our channel.
You're the face of the channel. Every video I'm in doesn't do as well as the videos that you're in. And the videos that Kai's in do better than both of us together.
And everybody likes Ellie. Well, it inspired us. I started doing a family channel because I thought it'll give I had got Kai. I got two like Jack and Ellie are special need, and I was looking at different families, but they were much older families, so I thought I would give like an insight of what it is. I didn't do much of it at the beginning of with their autistic and development problems, but now we've tried to be more open about it on the channel. That's what inspired us to get the memories, and like the kids watch it now, don't they? And they watched some of it tonight, didn't they?
I was going to say, Kai and Lily have gone to sleep watching the video that we already just finished.
And also Kai's friend, who is called Kai, instead of a bedtime story, sometimes he'll watch our videos. I was told. So, right. The next one, might be the one. This lady, I would say, asked because she's got older autistic children. She wanted to know our opinion on it. Do you get many people judging you because of the conditions of Jack and Ellie?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't notice it anymore.
When they was... If you go back to the top of the page, there is a video of all the conditions that the children have got, yeah?
Yeah. But the basic gist is global development delays for both of them. Ellie's nonverbal.
Autistic.
And I say Jack's can understand, but he can't.
No.
We can understand him, but as a Joe Public, you wouldn't really understand what he's saying. They've both got autistic traits.
Yeah.
And Ellie's blind as a best.
Yeah. Well, we noticed there was something wrong with Jack when he was 1, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or was it before that? And where we lived, they basically said, "Oh, we'll catch up."
But that went from the age of about, well, I think the earliest one I can really remember is when we'd moved out of where we used to live in Walsall and we were living in Haven in Bethwelly. Jack had a meltdown in the middle of the shop, and you had all these people going, and an old woman saying, "Can't you control him?" And I'm thinking, nope. No, I cannot control him. He's stressed. He doesn't. He's new. It's all new to him. We've just moved up here, so no, he's going to have a meltdown, and I'm just going to let him. Because what are you going to do?
We have had. I'm not going to name people. We've had judgment from family, haven't we? Yeah. Since they've got older. But now I'm like, get on with it. I don't care if people like. If there was an incident at Aldi, you was with Ellie, weren't you?
Yeah.
And if you see Ellie, she does that.
Yeah.
You see, if she does it in the videos.
And she bites herself.
But more, she does that. On her wrist, she's got marks.
Well, she's got calluses on her wrist when we're doing.
She does that because sometimes she does it when she's stressed and everything. And she was doing that, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She makes, because she's non-verbal, she makes a noise.
Which you hear a lot in the background of videos.
And Simon said he was in Aldi, weren't you?
Yeah.
And you had comments, didn't you?
Oh, I get comments all the time when I take her around.
It's like...
It's usually the old people that have the comments. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's the older people. Younger people just either keep it to themselves, or, and you have children who say, "Oh, look at her, mummy. She's not normal, or she looks funny, or she's making funny noises." You can understand it to a point.
You don't get it with Jack, because if you look at Jack, you class him as normal.
Probably she's having a meltdown.
But we noticed more with Jack now since he's getting older. He does have more meltdowns, and ways we.
I was going to say but we're getting better at being able to cut them off, because we're getting better at understanding what causes them and how we can. So half the time, Ellie's pushchair has Jack in it, because if he's getting stressed, you put him in the pushchair, put a blanket over him, he's fine.
But if there's people out there who who've started the journey of nonverbal autistic children, it is really hard at the beginning, isn't it? It is hard, but eventually it's the new norm, and you just don't. It sounds really harsh, but don't worry what people say.
You just get to the point where it's a case of
this is my child. This is how they act. If
you don't like it, tough, because
it's like at Christmas. We went to my mum's, and it was the first Christmas like without my dad and whatever. But we went, and my brother brought his partner. And it was the first. She saw him before, hasn't she? But she hasn't saw him how they are. And she said, I don't know how you do it, because it was like full on with them. But if there is people out there, you get to the place where
you just get to the point where you're just not caring what other people think.
And we do our best of taking them out. We don't stop them from going places or anything like that. You know, we have a life, and we like to. What's the word? I can't think of the word. Make everything normal. Don't sugarcoat it or anything like that.
I was going to say, we got to a stage where we didn't want to take them out, didn't we? Especially, and Jack used to keep having meltdowns every time. But we've just pushed through that, haven't we? Sort of.
I would just say have things in place. So have like pets, or do a story before you go to the
now and next boards
and stuff like that. That's what I would suggest. Just do.
But the main thing we found with Jack to prevent the meltdowns is give him loads of notice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the night before last when he got a meltdown because you wanted to read a bedtime story, because he's expecting me to read the bedtime. But we said to Jack, "Oh, well, Mummy will read the bedtime story tomorrow," and he's like, "Okay." And then yesterday he came up to you and said, "Mummy, sorry."
Yeah. And we went to the park on Tuesday because Kai he's at a squirrel club, and he was doing a hike. Told him last from Friday, and he was fine. He went on the park lovely and everything.
He was really well, because there was hardly anyone there because it was spitting with rain.
Well, just don't worry what people think. That's our advice, really. It takes time, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is interesting.
So you also forgot one.
Well,
when we get the comments on YouTube on our videos, we've had some, haven't we, with people.
Oh, when they said we shouldn't put them on the YouTube.
Well, that and people, I've seen a few where people have been saying, "Oh, why doesn't Jack talk properly?"
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or why doesn't Ellie talk?
Well, if you watch the videos, you would know.
Yeah.
So
you just got to get a thick skin really and just stop caring.
Just some of the things they come out with, I just laugh. We had a German one, but I won't repeat what he said because he translated it. But some of the things it just makes me laugh. It's like go life. But right, the next one is.
The thing that especially makes me laugh is if we were in Germany, we'd actually get more help than if we we do here. So.
There's some questions about that at the bottom that we can talk about. The next one is: would you like more children? No.
I'm keeping out of this question.
Well, if you knew I had Lily in August last year, I'll link my birth vlog if you want to see it, and Simon's down below. I had an horrific birth. I had an emergency.
Well, you didn't get a plan.
No, it didn't go plan. I had an emergency C-section. I was under general anaesthetic.
Didn't get to see it for 2 days.
2 days. So go and have a look. It wasn't very nice. All my other births are built natural, and
I'm sure you could have done Lily natural.
Having a section. This is just my opinion only. would never have a section again. Literally, I still have. I'll say to you all, I feel like it's like numb and tingling. I know she's only 6 months old, and everything's fine in that respect of like they've checked it, but it turned me completely off. I even told my mum, didn't I?
Yeah.
And you might. Would you want more children if you could?
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure. It's more a case of what happens.
I don't want any more children. I feel like we're complete. I feel like we've got 2 girls and 2 boys.
I just pointed out you said that before we had Lily.
Oh no. I've got 2 boys and 2 girls. And, you know what I mean? We would have had another girl, wouldn't we? Hope. Kai is our rainbow baby. But if you want to listen, we did a plug on that as well. I feel like we're complete, and I feel the kids are getting older now. Jack's 10 this year, and I feel I'm going to be 40 next year. And
well, I'm going to be married to some old person.
And I've always said I didn't want to have any more after I was 40. So, I want to put anything else in?
I don't think so.
Alright, next one. What's your favourite part of YouTube? My favourite, I know it sounds really, my favourite part is, my favourite part is watching back of all the memories that the kids have done. And like the kids saying to us, oh, can I watch one of our YouTube channel videos?
Yeah.
It is hard work.
So it's certainly a good way of looking back. I mean, when was it? The other day I was watching one of Kai when he was tiny, because it was like his first day at nursery or something.
Oh, yeah.
And you're thinking, how far he's come.
Yeah.
But then we get some lovely comments as well that make us feel like we're not the only ones going through.
Yeah. So sorry, it's my phone. We have got some lovely comments, and we've had a lot from the beginning of our YouTube journey, if you want to call it. We've had some lovely people who've kept following us, and I get when I was going through a lot with when I had Lily, and with my dad, a lot of people message, because we're on Instagram as well. So a lot.
You're on Instagram.
Yeah, but a lot of, and they messaged me saying, "Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Sending all love." I had someone last week with your test results, and it's really nice. It's a really good. I'll try and comment back to as many as I can, but we just have a busy. I try my best, don't I? Or if you've done a video, I'll say to you, "Oh, will you just comment back to that person?" Because
especially, so you'll sometimes see a reply that's not from the video, from our YouTube channel, because it's from my login. Because I do have a YouTube channel with a whole 2 public videos on it that are about
But I
8
feel
years
like
old.
we have a good community on our channel, and it's only a small channel, and we've grown. It's took us a long time to get to 1,000, and we've grown it.
You're bigger than mine. I've only got 10.
But that's what what I mean. There is some downside of YouTube. With editing, it can take a while. It's like people can think, oh, you just film it, you put it straight up on. You've learned, because you used to do the editing all the time, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I was fed up, because you'd go down the barn and do it, and I was fed up of you doing it while, and then you learnt me. I can do the basic editing, but then I'll say to you, oh, can you just help me just do this
there's some
bit?
videos that laptop still can't.
We've had a new laptop, and we've had a new camera. We've put, you know what I mean? It's a long journey, you know what I mean?
Like I said, that day in the live from that we uploaded yesterday, that took 2 nights to edit.
Yeah. So, right. Oh, have you always lived, and what made you move?
Yeah.
2017, I think. Yeah, I was pregnant with a whole.
Yeah, that would be about
Yeah.
right, because I've had a thing that's
Ellie was only 2.
I've had some things show up on Facebook that's from 6 years ago from us when we were not long here.
If you knew, I used to live in the Warsaw Black Country, and that's where I'm originally from.
I'm originally from Shropshire.
Or if you want to call it, I'm a yam yam, aren't I? We had a comment to say you for the yam yam party.
But I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a Black Country thing, so.
And so
we moved. Your nan and granddad died, didn't they? And you.
Well, I was going to say, so we'd moved in together. I got a house in Warsaw, and I was caring for my grandparents because my granddad had end-stage heart failure, and my nan had Alzheimer's or dementia.
And then she had a stroke, didn't she?
So she lasted about 6 months after my granddad, and then she had a stroke. Not a good way to die, but I suppose better than the alternative she had. And then I got some inheritance from them, and I thought, and we were discussing with Katie, so I said, well, we got all this money. Do we pay off our mortgage and stay here, and put the money in the bank and go on some holidays and buy a car and that sort of thing? Where did all the money go in a few years then? Or should we do something life-changing that we've always wanted to do, and that, you know, I mean...
We always said we wanted to move to Wales, but when the kids were much older.
I didn't think we'd have the money to do it before.
Yeah, but that's the move. So what we did, because you finished work in the March...
You know, I went self-employed on the 1st of April, and we moved...
we had a caravan in Pwllheli, didn't we?
Yeah,
and we'd already paid...
the site fees.
So, you can hear that noise, it's just clearly on the monitor, she's fine. We'd already paid site fees because we thought, well, we've paid that. And...
I'm not being rude, I'm just going to bring it... I'm just checking on the camera.
That we've already paid it, we would have had to get a house. So that's what we did, and we moved in November 2017, and we saw a couple of places, didn't we?
I think we looked round 5, because it was... We went up to see your godmother, didn't we? And we were looking...
Yeah.
I printed out all the bump about all of them.
And we had what was priority and different things, didn't we?
Yeah, and this one stood out.
You fell in love with this one, didn't you?
It was
I didn't like it. If I'm being perfectly honest, and Simon knows it. I come in.
You made your feelings perfectly clear.
And Lisa, the sister, because it was their mum's house, and she died about 2 or 3 years before.
Yeah, the probate, and they'd taken them a while,
and she did.
They'd had lots of people make offers, and then
she did
play silly.
We still see them now. We're quite friendly with them.
Yeah,
and Lisa, the sister who was showing us round, said to her older sister, "What do you think?" She said, "Oh, the man likes it, but I don't think his wife likes it." And we were getting to the stage where we needed to find somewhere, didn't we? It was getting like...
Well, you can't be in the site after...
It was November, like the end of November, wasn't it? So I said to Si, please do not follow me round the house. So you did another viewing. Because Simon could see the potential I can't. I don't know if it's to do with my...
I think it's to do with your 15.
I've got a genetic condition. It could be.
Sounds like children, but you have great difficulty seeing. You can't
visualise it. So so he never followed me. I was like, oh yeah, I can see that, and I can see that. and we liked the area. It was really nice little area. So and then we put an offer in and they accepted.
I don't think you were overly keen on the lack of neighbours.
No, but that's how.
But I think you've come round to seeing why it's such a good idea.
We've been here at least 7 years.
Maybe 7 years this year, because I've been getting things on my phone 6 years. Because when we moved into this house, it hadn't been touched since the 70s. So it had 70s wiring, 70s plumbing, 70s everything. No gas.
Yeah.
I mean, it still had no gas, but so it's had everything. This place has got my blood, sweat, and tears, and they're carrying me out in a box because I'm not moving again.
That's how we moved here.
That's the thing we chose here. Mainly, well, we wanted to move to Wales, and Ynys Môn is about as Welsh as you can get.
Well, you wanted to go to Cricket because that's one of your favourite.
No, I didn't want to go to Cricket.
No, you liked that place.
Yes, but I didn't want to go there because that was my...
Yeah, we wanted to set up a new life, if you want to call it, with new memories for us, not from when you was a child, and that's why we decided on Heedit Way. We come here for a couple of days, then we went round different places and areas, so that's how we moved there, how we moved here. Right. What?
There's somebody on the stairs.
Jack.
Hello? We're in the playroom. You can open the door if you want, Jack. Want me to open it for you?
Oh, Jack.
There you go. Come here. How have you got that? How have you got it?
What do you want?
You're not allowed this at night,
What do you want?
Oh, dear.
You want to do some juice? To pause it.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
I want to go down, right?
Come and say hello. Can you see? Say hello.
Well, I'll do the next question because it's how we met. Should I do this one while you do some juice?
Come on, let's get you some juice.
So,
which version of the story are you doing?
This is the story of how we met. So Si and me were married before. I was in mentally abusive relationship, and so my ex-husband was messaging Simon's ex-wife. Basically, the gist of her phone kept popping messages and stuff, and he thought it was his a family member trying to get in contact with her, and it wasn't. Basically, they were sending like dirty pictures and whatever, and Simon, they were basically cheating. He contacted me, so I want just to say, I think you should know what your husband's doing. And we just became friends first. That's all we became friends, and that's it. And that's how we met. And we've been together, is it 11 years this year? Jack's 10. If I'm right. We met 2016. No, we got married in 2016. Yeah, it'd be 11 years in August. We've been together, and we will be married in August as well. We'll be married. This is really bad, isn't it? 8 years. So that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's how we met. So that's the long gist of our story. We had, if I'll just carry on a bit, we had Jack in 2014. So I think Simon's coming back now. Just
I
told.
heard something shouted.
It's 11 years we've been this year, ain't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. 11 years, and then so that's how we met. Right. The next one is.
Why do these things always fall off?
A lot of these next questions are about Ellie and different things. So I've put I'll do them individual, but they're all the sort of same thing. So, how do you communicate with Ellie?
Let us know when you. We'll let you know when we
very
know.
hard. Very hard. We sort of know the signs.
There is no. Ellie doesn't understand language. She has no concept of it. So anything she wants to communicate, she does through tactile. So if she wants a drink, we've always got a juice cup in here. I'd grab it, but it's been washed at the moment. So there's always a juice cup in here she can grab and usually bang us on the head with to tell us she wants a drink.
And also, if she's tired, it's very rare she is tired, but if she's tired, she'll get on the settee and she'll get a blanket and put it. That means she's tired.
But usually, a good 80% of the time, it's entirely guesswork.
It is a really guesswork.
I mean, we get that a lot with the doctors when she goes and say, "What's the matter with her?" She's not well. She's making "I'm not well" noises. Which is usually high-pitched screaming noises.
It is really hard to... When she screams, it's like... it's like a... We've come to the conclusion she's in pain.
It's certainly I'm in pain and I want this pain to go away noise.
We've got to the thing that we know some of the signs, don't we? And we've been working with the school with that as well, and they know...
She's 8 years old and snack. She knows that means food.
Food, yeah.
And about 70% of the time you shout Ellie, she'll have some recognition that you're calling her. She won't come to you, but she'll know. She'll look round. Other than that,
it is really hard when you've got a non-verbal child because it's
even more than not verbal, is it? Because Jack's not really verbal. You can
understand what he wants.
You know, he made it clear what he wanted when he came in, and he's been made clear that he can go back up to his room to bed, and I've locked the door behind him. Not his room, the kitchen.
Yeah. It's really hard. It is hard with Ellie with communication. It is a guessing game, and we have got to the point where we know.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
Because we've got to know her. I mean, she's accepted that we're people and that she can have cuddles off us. That's quite nice now. That's taken about 7 years before she'd realised that we were people. So she doesn't really attack us like she used to.
But she still does.
Not as much though.
No.
And now if she attacks us, it's because she's frustrated or angry.
Yeah.
But she has an angry face, so you know if she's got her angry face to
she's got a mother's face.
To watch out, because you're about to go ow.
That's all we can say with community. But I'm going to carry on because one of the questions I didn't write it down because somebody did ask me. But I did respond. But I'll say it now. They're saying, why does Ellie always sit on the windowsill looking out of the window? She doesn't doesn't do it here.
It's any window.
Any window. She'll do it at school. She'll do it at respite club. She loves the light coming in and shining at her. Because
Ellie, the way we've had it described to us is Ellie's vision is like looking through a toilet roll tube with tracing paper at the end of it. So it's just the fact that she loves light.
Yeah.
So like in her room, she's got like one of these. Well, it's a bit like these spacemen you see everywhere. That's with the laser and the star that makes the stars and the blue. And she likes looking at that, but we've had, with the laser, so it doesn't go in her eyes, and it's screwed to the wall so she can't grab it. So she likes things. She's always liked lights.
Yeah.
And with the window, it's obviously the brightest source of
But
light.
even in her bedroom is quite safe for her. She gets on the windowsill there. It was just, you know what I mean? It's not just this specific room. My mum has got a massive patio, hasn't she? Yeah. Patio doors. And she'll just look out of them, won't she, when she's there? Yeah. And when we haven't been to your nan's for a long time, but when we went to your nan, she's got them a back door and it's got lights, hasn't it? And a patio, and she's always looking. So it's not just this house. I just wanted to, because somebody was asking, I just wanted to think it.
Sorry, with Ellie's room, I've had to screw every bit of furniture on to the walls. All the toys have had to be screwed down that she can move, otherwise she'll trip over them and hurt herself.
So the next couple of questions are, it is for Jack and Ellie, and it is for special needs. So I wanted to do these one right at the last, so it gives us So how have you found SEN, if you knew, SEN is
special educational needs
system in your area?
I was going to say, well, I can answer this a bit more detailed than Katie can, because in my past life I worked in an SEN school. So I've worked in the Wolverhampton equivalent of where our children go. So I've got some insights there which helped us. Also helped I got some of.
Well, when we first come on the island, they helped us straight away. We
weren't even on the island.
No.
So what happened is that when you have children, you get a health visitor coming to see you, and up until their school age. And when we moved from Warsaw, we'd be seeing the health visitor in Warsaw, and they're like, oh, they'll catch up. But the first time we saw a health visitor while we were in the Haven, in Bethlehem, they immediately referred both of them to a paediatrician.
Yeah.
That was the first thing, and they're like, but every child in Wales has
it was only Jack first. Because I remember seeing
she wasn't old enough?
Yeah. You have to be a certain age. I don't know if it's in England, but you have to be a certain age in Wales.
But she was saying every child in Wales has a paediatrician, a named paediatrician that parents can speak to if they've got concerns.
Yeah, but you have to be referred to the system, if you want to call it. You have to be a certain age. Ellie wasn't. Jack was. So we went and saw this paediatrician, Dr. Ellie, and she's really nice. We're still seeing now. And she recognised there were problems with Jack. Because he was... the school that Kai is in, he went to the nursery. They told us straight away. They were really nervous of telling us, weren't they?
Yes, the thing. It's a case of, they were saying, it got called in by the deputy head, who's still there now. In fact, to be fair, I think all the staff that were there 8 years ago. Was it 8 years ago? 8 years ago when Jack started school, was still there now. And they were saying that I say all the stuff because the school's lost a lot of staff since then, but I meant they haven't had new staff. But they were she's saying that we can't meet the needs of Jack.
We said, we know that. And there was quite
and we believe he's got special educational needs. And I said, yes, we know. But apparently there's a lot of parents out there that are in denial of these things. And like, well, if your child's needs help, your child needs help.
So we got sent to the special nursery, what is onto the special needs school that he goes to. But,
and Ellie never made it into school. She just went straight to the special nursery.
It's a bit up and miss with the system with SEN, isn't it?
But I would say Wales is certainly, Cymru's certainly got it's a lot more proactive than the Midlands.
The only thing I wish they do in Wales, especially in Anglesey, is that a lot of the SEN inclusive activities out of school is normally Chester or them places, there's not many on the island, is there?
I think that's a North Wales problem in general. I mean,
But the system...
I mean, look at me. For my diagnostic test, I had to go to Shrewsbury.
Yeah. But the system is good. If you can get on the system, the only thing we've had a problem with, and it's an ongoing thing, is Ellie has got multiple learning difficulties. That's why she's in a multiple learning difficult class. They, at school, they noticed, was it year 1 or reception, whatever, they noticed there was a problem with her. And they referred her to be tested for autistic.
Oh,
we have
yes.
sent, I think it's an ongoing thing in Wales and England, what I've been reading on TikTok, Instagram, and it's not just us, it's everywhere.
The autistic diagnosis.
Oh my God. We've sent 4 or 5 forms by email, by post. Simon went to take it in, because you have to tell them every little detail of the pregnancy and all that.
I must admit, we have not done it again. I think we've got to the point where what's the point?
Oh, we need to do it because we just...
But
that is the only bad thing, is if you want to be... you know what I mean?
But the trouble is with Ellie, that they've come back to us, is because she's non-verbal and has profound multiple learning difficulties, and is blind, they don't know how to do the diagnostic tests on her, so they just keep fobbing us off. Jack's never got far enough to be assessed because they said that it'll just take too long.
But there is a way to listen. We've got a friend, it's Jack's best friend, and she's been waiting to get him assessed for about 4 years. You do all the paperwork and you send it off, and the assessment takes forever. I know that we've had COVID and everything, but I think there's got to be a better way of getting assessed.
But then the other thing is that I think with our children it's more because part of their genetic condition presents very much the same as autism.
But we've always said, and we stick by it, is it does not matter to us if they have a diagnosis of autistic. It doesn't matter to us if they've got that.
No, but it does. We've got people who watch us from all over the world because we've seen the things. And in this country, in England, in Wales, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, it's based on what the child needs, not what they're diagnosed with. Whereas I think other parts of the world, you have to have a diagnosis.
In America, they do, don't they?
What I've been reading in America, because the forums I'm on for the genetic condition, most of them are in America because the condition's only been known about for, coming up to 20 years. And the number of people with the condition confirmed in this country is in the hundreds. And in America it's in the thousands, so obviously most of the people. And the fight they seem to get over there to get their children to special schools. I mean, they send children who are a bit like Ellie to mainstream because, they're not diagnosed with autism. Or, this genetic condition, that doesn't entitle them to special schools. And they're like... So no wonder half the parents have to end up homeschooling the children in America. It's probably the same in other countries, but here it's based on the child's needs, not a diagnosis.
I'm going to go on to the next one because it's still going on about saying, do you get respite or family members help? Respite in Wales is really hard.
I don't think it's just Wales. I think it's everywhere.
Yeah. Well, we was told by the disability nurse that Ellie could have respite group. That's what Ellie had. Ellie went first. So she has to refer you to whoever. Then they ring you or they come to the house, pre-COVID one.
Yeah.
So they go, what would benefit you? And we go, well, it'll give her more space and it'll give her opportunities.
To have experiences we can't find.
That's fine. So she was going 1 day a week, wasn't she?
It's not 1 day a week. It's
one day in a month, isn't it? She was going.
It's 1 day every. Well, it's 1 Saturday a month. It was originally 1 Saturday a month in term time, and then 1 day a week in school holidays.
Yeah. We asked for Jack to be referred. He was referred, did all the questionnaires, and they come back with me, or I sort of laughed when they told me, because he has to go in front of a panel, and I laughed when they told me, oh, we can't do it because he's got no support. That means supporting. He had
no external services involved. So, like, Ellie's got the nursing team involved with her, and the visual people.
I appealed it, didn't I, to say.
And then we got the nursing team involved, opened up back with Jack just to do because this was before he was doing toileting.
So he has 1 day in a month.
So now Jack has 1 day a month, and then one day it's in half. Well, it's no. They keep moving the time around, but it's about what, 4 hours a month.
But I asked for Ellie for more.
And Ellie's gone up to 8 hours a month. I think that's about right, isn't it?
But you can't just say to him, I want extra time. He has to go same process. So you have to be referred again to get extra time. I think he's absolutely a waste of time, to be honest. Well, they're in the system. Then why panel again to get extra time?
Well, I think the problem is that where they go, it's a converted old people's bungalow. So it's got a capacity of, 10 children max? And apparently, because we spoke to one of the members of staff there, the demand for the service has quadrupled in the last 10 years. So they're trying to build another one. A bigger one, and then they've got the same for overnight rest.
We have in the last 2 years, because they're going to respite club, they automatically get a social worker. We have been through 3 social workers, nothing to do with us. It's just to do with...
They keep leaving.
Basically. So we have got a social worker now. We have asked...
Yes, hi to the social workers. I think we've heard that they watch us.
We've been referred. I have had an appointment with the nursing team for some behaviour things we were going through with Jack and Kai, and they recommend overnight respite for Ellie and Jack. So I contacted my social worker, didn't I? And he's getting the forms ready. But he has to put evidence in why. I just think there's got to be a better way of...
I think the problem is that they've got, I don't know exact numbers, but say they've got spaces for 20 children a night.
Yeah.
And demand for, and I think there's like 3,000 children in North Wales that are on the... 3,000 children who are, because I believe the overnight isn't just for Anglesey. I think it's for like North Wales. So they've got nowhere near the capacity for the demand.
So we've asked for overnight respite. So they're gonna he's gonna get all the forms ready and put evidence in to say we've told him the reasons why we want it and everything. But there is a massive waiting list for it, like Simon said, so we don't know if it'll be this year or next year.
Year after
we don't know. Well, we just...
Ready for Ellie's 18th birthday?
We just would like some overnight respite. For family and friends, we don't get help. We've started to go...
We've had... Kai's had an overnight stay with his friend.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's...
But our friends who watch the channel now, they're starting to try and get to know Jack and Ellie a bit more. So the other week we went to the woods, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I said I don't know how Jack's gonna be.
Yeah, it was the first time they've really interacted with Jack.
and they were
Ellie.
absolutely brilliant. And I'll be watching. They set a tent up for Jack so he could go in there with his teddies and his car, and they had a swing and it was really good. And after Jack, we told Jack about it before, and he had a bit of he wouldn't go down, but we eventually got him down, didn't we? And then afterwards he kept saying, I want to go to the woods. And then on the Monday, we did go on the Saturday, on the Monday, his teacher rang me for some reason, and then he went out with some friends at the woods. He's been talking about it. That's what Jack does, doesn't he? Then he wants to know. So, and then
and then it's pretty much rained ever since. We haven't been able to do it again.
But the last question is, does Jack have Sen help? And that's yes.
Oh, yes, I was going to say.
It doesn't have
Jack and Ellie are both
this person just thought it was Ellie, but I just want to clarify. Yeah, Jack does have Sen help as well.
I was going to say, I've seen another question that's on your list about are we worried about Ellie escaping in night?
Oh yeah.
So
you want to
say that's. So what we've it's not just it's actually more Jack who's likely to escape in the night, but because we've had that's about 2 years ago, isn't it, when your mum and Rosary let himself out. When that was the last time we had a night away.
Yeah.
So what we do, how this house is set up, which you might see some of the videos and think it's a bit strange, is that all the doors, and I mean pretty much all the doors, have a lock on them, which is kept locked most of the time, and then the high use doors have the sort of Yale lock on them. So the kitchen has that, and so does our living room.
We have
so all the doors, apart from their bedroom doors and the bathroom, the bathroom door are locked at all times anyway. When they're asleep. In the day, it's just this room and going up to the bathroom and their bedrooms they can do. But we always keep the front door locked and the back door locked, and the keys are always high up.
Yeah.
And then Ellie's got a stairgate still on her door, so she can't actually come out of her bedroom at night because it wouldn't be safe.
And then in the kitchen we have all locked on the cupboards because
we got lock on the food cupboards.
On the food cupboards, if you want to say, and even the fridge.
Yes.
Because he goes munching.
Yeah.
So that is like Ellie's. And also we have.
And we've got a key safe outside.
Yeah, and also in Ellie's room.
Everything's screwed down.
And also on Simon's phone.
Oh, there's a camera.
There's a camera for her safety reasons only. We wouldn't put.
We don't have one in Jack's room. No. There's one in Kai's room at the moment, but that's
because of Lily.
That's because Lily's in there, and it's.
Yeah, but we, and we've always been open and honest with our social worker.
And there's also a camera up in here.
Because some people might find it a bit weird. We've got cameras in the kids' rooms.
Well, a kid's room.
A kid room, I mean.
Lily's the one in Kai's room will come down.
All the health people who have come to the house totally agree, don't they? I just want to point that because some people might think it's a bit weird. I was
assuming we've got cameras in the halls as well, and what happens is that if any of them go off, any that if the hall or down here detects movement at night, it sets an alarm off on the phone.
Yeah.
Because sometimes Jack goes wandering, but he can't go anywhere. But he does come down here and try and puts the telly on at silly o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
So but they've never since. But because the keys are always locked in the key safe, and the key to the key safe is put on a very high place that the children don't know where it is. We've not had any issues with the doors with them.
So that is all the questions. So hopefully we filled you in. It's quite nice. Some of the questions were quite nice of like understanding our children with their needs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for all the questions that you sent in. I hope we've fulfilled the questions for you. So if you do like the video, could you give it a good thumbs up? Thank you. And if you want to share it with anybody, that'd be lovely. So if you would like to subscribe to our channel, it's totally free to subscribe. Press the subscribe button, and if you do subscribe, press the notification. It will notify you on our next video. I try and put 2 to 3 videos on a week. If I can do more, I do, don't I?
I mean, like my Lego building.
There will be some more Lego building coming.
Well, there's about 4 that need it.
I'm going to do it tonight. I'll see how I feel. I don't think I am, but this might go on Sunday or Monday. See how I feel. So, I hope you like it, and we will catch you here very soon. Bye.
Bye.